Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. So we meet again for the second part of my lecture on parallelism. The concepts and examples on parallelism has been explained in the first video. For this video, we are going to look at the other various types of parallelism. I have explained the concept of parallelism in my first video. If you are not clear about it, you can refer to my first video or you can contact me through WhatsApp or you can ask me during our face-to-face class time. As I mentioned in my first video, there are many patterns of parallelism. The most common are 6 and the first video explains the first 3. So here are the next 3 patterns. The fourth pattern is related to clauses. Look at the example. The requirements for an art degree are not as strict as medical degree. Here, the clause before as strict as is being repeated for the second time. The requirements for an art degree are not as strict as the requirements for medical degree. This way, when they have the same structure, the idea is clearer. The second examples, look at it. Nowadays, it is hard to distinguish a smartphone over regular mobile phones due to their glossy look and sturdy build. There's nothing wrong with the sentence actually. It is grammatical. However, parallelism is about ideas, clarity of ideas. So this is not about making it grammatical. It is not about editing. It is not about paraphrasing the sentence. Rather, it is about making the clause parallel. So the suggested correction is, nowadays it is hard to distinguish a smartphone over regular mobile phones due to their glossy look and due to their sturdy build. So you can see that it is not about paraphrasing. When you get instruction to make your sentence parallel, you have to pay attention. Be careful not to edit the sentence or paraphrase the sentence, but turn them into parallel sentences. The fifth pattern is singularity and plurality. This is usually for listing of nouns. So let's look at the first example. In the computer age, a document is usually used to describe a primarily textual file along with its structure and design, such as here the listing of nouns begins. Fonts, colors, and image. Here you can see fonts and colors are plural. Image is in singular. So what do? We make it parallel by having the nouns in the same form. Turn it all into plural. So the parallel sentence would be, in the computer age, a document is usually used to describe a primarily textual file, along with its structure and design, such as fonts, colors, and images. Okay, the second example. Computers are very important in any companies because employees use it to write letters, keep records, calculate expenses, and do payroll. So you can see letters, records, expenses are all plural, but payroll is in singular. So you can change it into plural. So what do we have for an answer? Computers is very important in any companies because employees use it to write letters, keep records, and calculate expenses and do payrolls. So I think this is the simplest form of parallelism. It's quite easy to identify and quite easy to check. I think you can do this. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Pattern number 6 is about correlative expressions. You have learned correlative expressions in your pre-U English class or English proficiency class in level 1 and level 2. So examples of correlative expressions would be either or, not only but also, both and. So you have clauses in between this, like A and B. Let's label it A and B. Yeah. So A and B must be written in the same grammatical structure. So look at the first example. Either you write a proposal or an evaluation report for the class assignment. You can understand the sentence because it is simple English. But later on, when you are at your professional area, you're writing in your professional discipline, the idea is going to be more complex. So you must make it clear. To make it clear about your idea, you must make it clear. Okay, so one of the way is to make it parallel. Don't paraphrase it, but make it parallel in the sense that the phrases used before and after the correlative expressions are parallel. Okay, so how do you correct this? Either you write a proposal report or you write an evaluation report for class assignment. So you can understand, yeah? The sentence, the clause for A and B must be written in the same grammatical structure. So this is the seventh variety. Yay, the last one. It's mixed form. In this case, we must remember to use same word class for the words. So look at example. There are symptoms of troubled teenagers such as depression, anxious, rebellious, and withdrawal. So you can see that there is a listing of symptoms. And these symptoms are majority in noun form. So depression is a noun. Anxious is an adjective. So what do? You have to change it to noun. Rebelliousness is a noun, so it's okay. Withdrawal is also a noun. So how do you change it? There are many symptoms of troubled teenagers such as depression, anxiety, rebelliousness, and withdrawal. So you change the word form into a single word form and then the sentence will become parallel. Now let's do the exercise. Try to do this exercise and write your answers in a notebook, or you can type it and then we can discuss the answer later. The answers are in the full lecture note. So you please read the notes. Okay, can you please read the notes and then check your answers. If you check your answers and you still do not understand, you can always contact me through WhatsApp or during our face-to-face class time. Thank you for listening to my lecture and all the best to you. Take care. Stay home. Bye.